David Malachar here with the Liberty Chronicle Independent. I have with me, running in the 11th District in the state of Washington, Erin Aboudara. Thank you, Erin, for taking the time to come out and interview with us today. I want to go ahead and give you the chance to speak a little bit on your campaign, the things you're looking to accomplish on the campaign trail, and what you plan on doing as soon as you're elected into office.
Okay. Well, one of the reasons why I decided to run is I'm very concerned about the quality of education in our state. I want to make sure that we have the most talented teachers and that they have all of the tools that they need in the classroom. I see that we have a real problem right now with the money being up at the top. We've got a lot of consultants in our public schools right now, and it seems to me that we really need the money going more into the classroom in instruction. And then the other issue is the traffic nightmares that we're having here in the Puget Sound region. I mean, it doesn't often matter what time of day. You are stuck on 405 or I-5. The quality of the roads is terrible. So those two main issues are some of the things that I've been very concerned about. So I'd like to, I don't know what type of committees I might wind up on, but those are some of the things that are my passions. I'm also passionately opposed to a state income tax. As far as the education funding goes, it seems to me that the Democrats have for a long time, for years in fact, wanted to pass a state income tax of some type. Now, they want to get it in initially as a capital gains tax, they say on the wealthiest per 1% or so of the population in the state of Washington. Basically, they want to go after the job creators, the millionaires in our state, and billionaires. It seems to me that they are collecting about $15,000 per student. That's estimated within the next school year, within the next biennium. I think that probably is enough money, and it's just, as I said before, it's just a question of allocating it into the right places, within our education system.
Erin, what is an issue that is currently, and you may have already actually announced that with the education side, but personally to you, what's an issue that your opponent is ignoring that your campaign and your office will definitely address first thing that they can?
One thing that I know that my opponent is opposed to is a 2/3 majority requirement to raise taxes, essentially. I favor a state constitutional amendment so that when it comes to being able to raise taxes, it would take a supermajority vote within the legislature to accomplish that. My opponent, I know for a fact, at least I emailed him about this, I think it was about 2012, 2013, and I know that he is opposed to that. He thinks that all votes should be equal. And so definitely he falls more into the liberal spectrum. It's interesting, my opponent does think of himself as a moderate, as sort of a centrist, but he's really not. He takes some very progressive positions.
Erin, you've mentioned in earlier tonight when we were talking about your adventures as a mom in general and how you're able to see how things are affecting your children directly. How does that help impact your influence and your decisions as a mother in this race with the issues such as education, as you was already talking on?
Right. And I think if I hadn't been as involved in my local PTA, for example, I wouldn't have been around the classroom as much. If I had always been a full-time working mother, I probably wouldn't be as aware of what's going on and what's not going on in the classrooms, because I just simply wouldn't have had the time or the energy to devote to it. I see that we have many quality teachers, but I do think that sometimes they need a little bit of assistance. We do have a diverse population in our schools, ethnically, racially. We have a lot of children that come to school in my district and in the neighboring districts that do not speak English in the home. And so we have issues there that can be improved upon. And also we have more special needs children in our classrooms now because, you know, they need to be mainstreamed. Every child needs to have an opportunity to reach their fullest potential. I do think that we may need to help our paraeducators accomplish reaching more of their educational goals, so that they will be more effective at helping the main classroom teacher in reaching those children.
Erin, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us this evening. Is there any other final words you would like to leave with voters that are going to be facing this decision here upcoming very close in November?
Well, I'm hoping and praying that people will listen to Liberty candidates, whether they're Republican or Libertarian, Independent. We may even have some conservative Democrats out there that are pro-liberty people across our state. And I'm hoping that the voters will support such persons. It's really important, I believe, to get back to our constitutional values in this country.
Thank you, Erin, so much once again. This is Liberty Chronicle, David Malachar signing out.